Hey guys, it's Paradise, and if you're a fan of looter shooters, you'll be happy to hear the original looter shooter is returning with Borderlands 4. The great news, however, is that Borderlands 4 has just had its release date moved up from September 24th to an earlier date of September 12th, meaning you'll be able to get your hands on this adventure sooner than expected. Gearbox are also changing a ton of things, and it looks like they're taking feedback about gameplay, loot, and mechanics to heart, as some of the improvements to the systems from Borderlands 3 look absolutely great. So let's go through all of the information we've learnt in the recent gameplay reveal. With the new Borderlands, of course, comes a new story and setting, and we know that Borderlands 4 will transport you to a brand new planet called Kairos. It's a harsh world steeped in turmoil, and this planet was hidden for thousands of years by the Timekeeper, who maintained control over the inhabitants using spine-implanted bolts and commanded an army of synthetic robots called the Order. However, the dramatic conclusion of Borderlands 3 dramatically altered the balance. Lilith's heroic transportation of Elpis caused catastrophic damage to the Timekeeper's veil, breaking its control and unleashing chaos across Kairos. Once again, we will be playing as Vault Hunters looking for those alien vaults, this time in an all-new playground. We currently know at launch that Borderlands 4 introduces 4 new Vault Hunters, 2 of which we saw being played in the recent gameplay demo. There's Vex, a siren with supernatural phase powers for summoning minions and self-enhancement. Rafa, a soldier formerly of Tediore, equipped with an experimental exosuit that digitally creates powerful weapons like arc knives. Amon, known as a Forge Knight who's all about close combat and shields. And then Harlowe, a gravitar specializing in gravity-based attacks that use tech and gadgetry. Well, Borderlands is known for its endearing characters, and those of you eager to see some familiar faces will be excited to know that characters like Zane, Moxie, and Claptrap are all returning. Amara from Borderlands 3 was also featured primarily in the latest gameplay demo, hinting at even more connections too. Additionally, new faces like Rush have been teased alongside a useful robot companion named Echo 4. It's designed to scan environments and guide you to objectives, so it'll be cool to see how that plays out. The most exciting thing though is seeing gameplay, and the recent gameplay demo provided an extensive look at the icy mountain terrain of Terminus Range, one of 4 seamlessly interconnected zones on Kairos featuring 0 loading screens. A big change in Borderlands 4 is the new movement abilities that dramatically change traversal. These movement abilities include gliding, double jumps, grappling hooks, dashing, and climbing, which combine for dynamic exploration and combat encounters. We actually saw the player dashing around in combat to avoid attacks and even grappling grenades from enemies to use them against them. The devs have also said there's a dynamic weather system and spontaneous events that further enrich the exploration. They're also introducing more activities to the world, and some examples we got was hacking into one of the Order silos to reveal new map details, new fast travel points, or vault key fragment locations. The cool thing about the silo was the potential for the vault key fragments, as collecting those fragments will open access to challenging vault dungeons filled with elite enemies and valuable loot. Meanwhile, traveling around Kairos is made easier with customizable vehicles like the Digi-Runner. Furthermore, the Order silos allow for Apex Legends style redeployments, making area traversal a bit more interesting and more quick and strategic. One of the things that is core to Borderlands is the co-op, and Borderlands 4 enhances the co-op experience with seamless cross-play support at launch, as well as improved lobby systems, independent difficulty settings for each player, and instance loot to ensure everyone gets their fair share. There's even quality of life features like players fast traveling directly to a teammate, and couch co-op enthusiasts will be pleased to hear that the return of 2-player local split screen is back. The loot system in Borderlands 4 has also been extensively redesigned based on community feedback. But a very big thing is that 3 new manufacturers have been added, and they'll be joining the familiar brands already in the series with their own distinct weapon traits. The first new manufacturer is the Order, that has high precision charge and release weapons. Then we have the Ripper, whose guns spin up and unleash sustained full auto fire. The last new brand is Daedalus. They have user-friendly weapons accommodating multiple ammo types. Returning favorites also include Tediore with grenade-style reloading, Maliwan with elemental damage, Jacobs with rapid-fire ricocheting, Vladov with high magazine size, and Torg with explosive projectiles. Additionally, a new mechanic called weapon licensing has been added to the weapon creation system that now allows for different parts from different manufacturers to appear on the same weapon. For example, you can get a Torgue gun with a Torgue mag, a Hyperion shield, and a Maliwan switch for elemental damage. With how crazy the guns can get in Borderlands, we can't wait to see what this system cooks up for us. One of our biggest issues with Borderlands 3 was when the legendaries didn't feel that impactful, as they dropped pretty commonly and weren't really as game-changing as they were in previous games. Now we know that legendary loot drops have also been rebalanced, offering more meaningful and memorable finds, while new enhancements replace artifacts, allowing deep specialization in preferred weapon manufacturers for powerful bonuses like quicker reloads and increased critical hits. There's also been several changes, additions, and improvements to the combat and skill trees. There's a new shared ordnance slot for grenades and heavy weapons that's been introduced, and this slot will recharge on a cooldown. The devs have said they want players to access their heavier weapons more often. The multiple action skills will return, as each Vault Hunter class will offer 3 distinct action skills, which are further customizable through an intricate skill tree that features unique augments and powerful capstone abilities. There's things like traits that provide additional depth. For instance, Vex's abilities dynamically align with her equipped weapon's elemental type. And you also have another layer with rep kits that offer an additional tactical kit, providing health regeneration or temporary buffs like increased damage or movement speed. Another big complaint from Borderlands 3 is the way in which you would farm bosses. Well, they are addressing the fan requests here, as Borderlands 4 is introducing the option to replay bosses and missions without reloading saves. This is great, as boss encounters have basically been re-engineered to challenge your combat skills fully, requiring smart usage of all of your gear, abilities, and new mobility options. All in all, with the new release date and these critical changes to the gameplay, we're pretty excited for Borderlands 4. Hopefully we'll get our hands on it soon, as we know there will be a hands-on event in June, but until then, let us know what you think down below.